slow for a little while, and now it should be okay. Okay, welcome to the other match, which is team something against team something else. So it's Team Flags versus Team Rolling Capybaras, which are... wait, I'm not spectating. Right, I'm now. Which is actually playing for a while now. I don't know if it counts or not. I suppose I did miss a great game, if I'm being told that I did. And we all did in the chat, as in the stream as well. Anyways, we have Neku on the purple. Why are there purple and red instead of blue and orange? This is going to confuse the hell out of me. Anyways, let's go. Neku with the Discord flag. And Dragon actually shot on the goal, and the other team didn't manage to defend. The other team in this case is Rolling Capybaras. Red, that means Fariha and Marine Slot are the Rolling Capybaras, and in the purple trunks we have Wolfrain and Tenchi. Now, which is... no, wait, no, Neku and Dragontail, not Wolfrain and Tenchi, doesn't matter. Red team is actually going on the counter-offensive here, trying to score a goal, but they did not succeed and actually went away immediately. I'll switch to somebody who has better perspective. Alright, so purple team is trying to drive the ball away. I'll call them blue, alright? It's blue versus orange. It doesn't matter that they are not blue and orange, but you know, it helps me. Meanwhile, orange is trying to stop Dragontail from attacking goal by himself. Marine Slot and Fariha are pretty efficient as a duo when they are defending against one person. Now, Dragontail attempted a medcap there with a shot on his goal, but he missed the ball. Now, Fariha and Marine Slot. Fariha is Wolfrain? Yeah, it's Wolfrain. Are actually trying to attack, but they are not quite managing to do so. The ball is pretty much stuck in the middle. Not with you, but it is stuck in the middle. Marine Slot actually tried to center the ball, but it was deterred by Neku. Dragontail snatched the ball and tries to go for the offensive, but he's not breaking the middle. This seems like very much a corner case. And a great shot by Marine Slot, but it did not hit. Same by Fariha, so close, so very close. We are seeing the Ifriti unlucky shots all over again. Fariha does manage to block the attack by Dragontail. And they are switching again, Marine Slot going for the offensive. Trying to center the ball, not quite managing to do it. Now he's centered, but there is nobody to score except Neku. Neku goes full on medcap and scored his own goal. This is quite a good thing happening today. Like, we are not managing to make a goal, so we'll do it for you. This is amazing, truly. We have the kickoff and the ball getting centered, but nobody there to actually strike it. Again, stuck in the middle. I suppose this game will be full of that. I would like to say that I think the red team is actually one game. They actually won the last game, so if they win now, it would be the end of this match as well. So let's hope the blue team actually manages to score at least one more goal and then defend so that they win. And there will be a third match, but they did not manage to drive that ball home. Now Marine Slot is actually on the counter-offensive and shooting at goal, and Neku misses the defense, and it's goal for Marine Slot, which just means red is 2-1, winning 2-1 in this matchup. And it will be quite hard to score a goal in 25 seconds. I'm not quite positive, but if they're winning the thingy. Apparently, some of Group B people are getting quite anxious about playing while the game's being streamed. And the blue team didn't manage to score the goal, although they tried hard, but not quite hard enough. And red actually drives the ball towards their side. And I think this yeah, they lost. The blue team lost 2-0. So this is Team Flux losing to Rolling Capybaras. So they get a point. Now next matchup should be sooner after this one. I'll switch to the thingy, which I didn't quite figure out. Yeah, I'll need to get this better for the next one. So next matchup will be Erosion versus Flux and Flopside Tic Tacs against Rolling Capybaras. Another person asking for stream. Alright. Hello folks. Yeah, that was 2-0 in this game, but yes, it's a best of 3, but they played one match before I started streaming it, because they were playing while the other group was playing. So it's 2-0 for Capybaras. So good job, Capybaras. You are 1 point ahead. Now, as I said previously, it's somewhere here. Erosion versus Flux and Tic Tacs versus Capybaras. I'm not going to talk about the whole names because I'll get stuck on the flop side Tic Tacs. Like every single time I have to look at it. Meanwhile, I'll try to get a background for that one picture so that it's actually opaque, but I'll have to find it first. Where are you, pretty little picture? Alright, so yeah, this was a lower skill compared to the first one, but that's to be expected. We had pretty much open like signups. This is why there are so many matches, so that even teams that are not in their best condition can actually enjoy the game. And let's be honest, some of these teams have hilarious names. Also add me, people. It will be easier. But Jesus, casting thing is so much difficult. Yeah, co-caster would be best in these, but we have not thought about that too much. And then again, I don't work well when there's another person involved. I could, meanwhile, add the ones here. Let's max production volume. No. Capybaras won, and Flux lost. We are going to be watching the Tic Tacs versus Capybaras match. There seems to be a little bit of a problem in Flux. So I'd like to remind everybody that yes, we are basically a self-help community, and our players might have some of the personal issues, so don't force them too much if they don't wish to play anymore against some teams. Then again, I do hope that they'll play, personally, because with science, even playing against a superior opponent is kind of a win, isn't it? Now, back to... Yes, we absolutely need Drunk Jorak co-casting with me next time. Or even casting by himself. That would be the best. Just like having him ramble on. Can they use the same server? Oh, they can. There's still somebody missing here. There's 2 players missing here. I already lost it. Which means... Ah, Jesus. Why not best Jorak alone? I think it's the best option. He will have all the power over the casting. I'll have power over the stream. I can even mute him at times, if that would be needed. Wait, team names? What team names? Oh, okay. That's not my thing. Anyways, I hope the stream is running well for everybody. It would be really great if it was. And we are facing some troubles with finding a med here. I'll add some more stuff to this screen then, meanwhile. I have so much stuff to do. I just wish OBS would make it easier for me, but it doesn't. No! I lost it. So, right now, Tic Tacs and Capybaras are 1 point ahead of everybody else. I also wish somebody would be editing the other thingy, which I should have used in here so that I wouldn't have to edit 2 things at once. Add it to the list of things I should have done. Noise don't work on stuff. And that's team 4, I think. I believe Capybaras are team 4, yes. And I'd like to say that I'm happy for every single team that joined this. Even if they don't score a single point and don't win a single game, I still feel like they are very good players because they decided to join this tournament. That goes to everybody. That it doesn't matter how well you play, it doesn't matter how well you do, and it doesn't matter if you're getting crashed by the opponents, even playing is a victory in itself. And also, yes, we need to get Jorak drunk. And we are actually starting soon. We are finally connecting to the game. Welcome to the match 3 of this small series of the group stage of this tournament, where we are spectating few of these, and it's a match between capybaras and Tic Tacs. Right off we are starting out with Marine Slot trying to score the easy goal, but not quite managing to do it. And wait, why did this match start? Can I check somehow? Yeah, this needs to be restarted. Balance got kicked. Yeah. Can I? I cannot. Ah, you didn't see a thing, people. Back to the fancy music of Rocket League. No, it's not 2 versus 1. And there is no money going back. There's no. I wish I knew how to switch scenes. Hello. Right, here we are again. This time in a 2 versus 2 between the capybaras and the Tic Tacs. Of course, Fariha and Marine Slot being the capybaras and Madcap with Silence being Tic Tacs. And already the capybaras actually scored a goal after Silence missed the ball. Yeah, Silence completely missed it and Marine Slot just drived it home. Now, Marine Slot trying to go forward, but not quite managing against Madcap. Again, this is the Madcap that ruled the previous game. And he is again with Silence, who too has his own juggling skills. Although he misses the ball sometimes. my comments are not... I'm sorry, Jura, but he did miss it, you know. Now, Marine Slot is trying hard to actually get the ball across the middle of the field, but Madcap is preventing him from doing so, and actually drives it back home towards their goal, not getting it centered so far. He managed to get it centered, but they are not in position to deliver the goal, so it's not happening. Fariha and Marine need to drive it away, but they both missed. And Madcap now has single solo rule, and he didn't drive it to the goal. Not ideal for the blue team, for the orange team actually, and now the orange team actually scored after a little slow initiation, but it worked its purpose. It worked, and they did score a goal. So now it's 1-1 for both. I find it ironic that Marine Slot, who disconnected from the previous one, has the disconnect thingy on his car. What's up with that? Now he's actually defending against Madcap's offense. Madcap doesn't have it as easy as he thought it would be. And the crowd goes wild. Yes, indeed, the crowd goes wild. Silence attempts the rare juggling offense. And it did work out for them. They got past both Marine Slot and Fariha, but they did not manage a goal to gain a goal from it. Meanwhile, Silence actually body blocked Marine Slot from the defense. That was quite a good idea to do, and it did slow him down. But Madcap didn't score on top of that. Now Silence is still trying to score. And Marine Slot and Fariha work really well against this offensive by Madcap. Surprisingly so, I might say. But then again, this is Madcap. He will do it. I believe in him. See, now he got past one, but not the other, and didn't score the goal yet. Now, Orange team needs to focus on getting past Madcap with actually also spending his turbo, because Madcap is quite good on conserving it and only releasing it when he needs it. Which proves he is much better player than I am. And here Orange team tries to score, but not quite. Off just by a couple spaces, whatever, inches, whatever you use. So this is actually quite a close match for the two of them. Blue defense is quite good against Madcap, and while their offense is slow or lower than their opponents, it doesn't really matter that much if they'll stop them from scoring. But it does not happen, and Silence actually scores the goal from a defensive action. That was quite good aerial hit and a goal on top of it. That was good. It was really great. Now blue team needs to score a goal at least, and here they have a minute to do so. That's plenty of time for one goal. Don't get it wrong, but they might not succeed. Marinslot actually defended Madcap's rough offense. Now, what we see here is that Madcap and Silence actually are switching from the defense to the offense one by one, so they are not both on offense or defense as they were before. This might be a change because of the opponents, and it might not be working out so well for them, although they are winning 2-1, so maybe it works. I'm just a lowly commentator. What do I know of like car football? Blue team trying to get past Silence onto the offensive, but not quite. Silence actually hit the ball from down below and stopped it in its tracks. But now blue team is trying to center the ball, but not managing to do so quick enough. And will we have another goal in the last few seconds? No, we won't. There might still be one more, but no, there won't be. It will be 1-0 for the Orange team, which is of course the Tic Tacs, whatever. I think they are Tic Tacs. I'm not quite so sure. Yes, they are flopside Tic Tacs. So there will be at least one more match, and seeing how close that one game was, I wouldn't call it the final match just yet. They might still win. The blue team might still win too well, because they are good players and they can do this. I believe in them. Go, capybaras, damn rodents and stuff. Just go, go, go. Madcap on the offensive already, trying to score a goal, not quite managing to do it yet. Off by just a few spaces in the background thingy. I don't know what measurements does this game use? Is it yards, inches, whatever? Doesn't matter. The ball is centered by amazing defense by Marinslot, actually stopping the ball in its tracks as Madcap hit it. And now attempt to switch to offense, but missing the ball on the way there. Madcap is in bad position to strike, so he won't try to score yet. Silence is back on the defensive, perhaps trying to wait for them to come out and score one of his long shots into goal. The offense is the bad defense, as they say, and Silence is taking it very, very seriously. It's the motto of his Rocket League life, while Madcap is quite on the offense. I'm saying things as they are. He missed. Now Fariha is trying to shoot, and the ball didn't connect the goal. But they do have more chances, since both Madcap and Silence are back for the time being. Silence switched to the offensive. Madcap is in the back, trying to hold the ball, and they are managing to do so, but Fariha trying to defend, not quite there. The ball is not centered, so there is no troubles for them yet. But both Madcap and Silence are on the offense. There's 3 minutes left in the match, so they need to score at least one goal and then defend the rest. But will they do it? Will they actually manage to hold off? Yeah, this is actually a blue player. I have no idea why it's orange. And Silence actually managed to hit the goal. I'll switch to somebody else, I suppose. It won't help. No, it won't. It will help. Alright. Let's watch it from Madcap's perspective. He's up close and personal most of the time, but he's on the defense now. Peter Silence opens the kickoff. And both go for the offensive. They switched up the pattern I mentioned in the last game. They thought it didn't work too much, so they switched it up for a more offensive one, where they are both on the offense more of the time. Or well, one in the offense, one in the midfield. This of course has the danger of, if the ball gets behind the midfield, he has to turn around and go back, and it's much harder to defend from that position. But it is much easier to score from this position, and as you can see, it worked. Madcaps drive the ball into the goal after Silence passes it right into him. It was quite well done. We have 2-0 for the orange team, which is the Tic Tacs. Yes, for a randomly matched up team, basically, because Silence was supposed to play with another player who bailed out in the last minute, and Madcap got there last minute as well. This was quite well done by them. This is being quite well done. And the BM, Silence, actually blew up Marin Sloth. And he said sorry, so it's alright. It's no big deal. Everybody's alright. I am not hosting the game though, Vera. I know that it can be done, but I'm not hosting the game. I am only the spectator. I'm only the messenger. Now, Orange tries to go the goal and manages to do so. Madcap with another goal. Actually, on forward, 3 goals to 0. I actually like the Madcaps, like his turbo, the cartoony turbo. Yeah, it's 3-0 and there is only 1 minute left. I wouldn't say it's GG yet, but seeing it's just pushed to 4-0, it's quite close to being a GG. And it's not ideal since they won the previous game as well, but such is life. Madcap is a beast in this game. Now we have 50 seconds. I don't want to see this be a downer, but I don't see how Blue Team can score 4 goals in 40 seconds. Madcap is actually showing off now, doing flips in the air and everything. Will he score his own goal? No, he won't. He will break his tradition from one previous game and he won't score his own goal. Fariha did defend from his random shot, but Silence is there to deliver it and it's a goal. And it's a goal for the orange team. It's 5-0. It's quite a beat up, all things considered. Now Metcalf with the Mexican hat, sombrero, trying to... Will he juggle his way to the 6th goal in this game? Will he? There goes the juggling. And no, he won't deliver it to the goal. There we go. They actually won 2 games now, so they have one game ahead of them. And it's a GG. 2-0 for the orange team, which is the Tic Tacs. Did I hear that somebody loves me? Did I hear that in the chat? Now, of course... of course, this was a glorious game by Metcalf and Silence. As I said, for a randomly matched up team, that was pretty much glorious. No! Okay. Let's pretend I didn't just quit Rocket League. I wanted to leave the game. Now we have the Erosion versus Capybaras. And there we are back with the music. Well, if you say it like that, I did read it. Also, hello Ifriti. How did your last game go? I don't know which game to spectate now. Chat, do we want to see Erosion versus Capybaras or Tic Tacs versus Flux? Which one of those do we want to see? Flux is chat, vote now. Vote now. Which one of those matches do you want to see? The Flux versus Tic Tacs or Erosion versus Capybaras? I'd rather watch the Erosion versus Capybaras, so I'm going to ask them. Because there was a lot of watching the Tic Tacs so far, so I'd like to see the other teams as well, give them a little exposure. Yes, Bugala, here you are biased, but I want to see that match as well. So I'm going to watch that one now. And there we go. I so hope that this music isn't copyrighted on YouTube or on Twitch. And I'll actually turn the music down a little bit. Right. I like it. I'd like to show something. This is Team Erosion. I didn't notice it before, but they're actually synced up. They're both pretty green, pretty orange, and they have these radioactive things on top of them. They're pretty neat. I give them bonus points. Like, if I could, I'd give them bonus points for style. Just because it's cool to see this done, to see this being done. Oh Jesus, now I have to rewrite all of this. And now they switched the card to... Freddy actually switched his card to something different. That's quite disappointment. What is the other team? It's Capybaras, isn't it? I'd like also to mention that I really enjoy the names, the special names each of these teams have given themselves, because they're quite neat. The Tic Tacs are near the top. There's more hilarious teams in the other group, so I really like those names. It's attention to detail. You know, it's not boring. Like rolling capybaras. Like, what do you even imagine under that? And now they are synced up again. They are not synced up as the previous one, but they are synced up in the red with the Norwegian and the USA flag. And of course, I am the alien observer. And I suddenly remembered what I wanted to do like an hour ago. So I'll try to go and do that before this match starts. What would you like to hear, people? Do you want me to talk about how I see the next game? I feel like the next game will be very much enjoyable. It will show us who will advance and who will stay in the group. Because as I'm seeing it, wait. As I'm seeing it, if Capybaras win here, they will advance into the bracket for sure. If they don't win, and Erosion wins, and yeah, if Erosion wins, then actually Erosion will go to the bracket. So this is decider if they'll go to the bracket or not. So Erosion should be very much trying to win this game, to win this matchup. But so should Capybaras. It's a go or not for both of them. I'm an alien. Look at it. It's not a tentacle, it's an alien, but I can't show you. Wait. I can actually show you like this, can't I? Yeah. See? It's an alien. But don't tell actual alien. Alright? Alright. I feel like this matchup can start. There's nothing stopping it now. Wait. I was showing off my tentacle, I mean alien, and didn't actually show you. Shh, it's pretty. Yeah, but it's an alien tentacle. It doesn't matter anymore. Now I'm getting over geeked by Ifriti, so he knows more than me. He knows more than I do. It shows how much casual I am. Also, I am not. It also shows why I'm not playing in this tournament. Shut up, Gerard. Don't mention that. Anyways, here we are in the matchup in the blue trunks. It is the Rolling Capybaras of Fariha and Marine Slot, which is Wolfrain and Tenchi, and in the orange tracks, Ifriti and Galahir. as the team erosion. Now both of these teams are fighting for the bracket, so if either of them who wins will actually go to the bracket, I think. I'm not 100% sure, but it should be that way. Anyways, stop loading the chat because Ifriti actually managed to score already, driving it home after Fariha failed the defense, failed to strike it to the corner. Instead he sent it for Ifriti, which is his opponent, which is a little bit of a mistake. It's not quite as bad as shooting your own goal, right, Medcap, but it is still not ideal. Now, Fariha is on the defense. He's trying to stop Ifriti from centering the ball, or Galahir for that matter. Galahir tries to center it, and manages, and Ifriti strikes the goal. That was actually 2 goals in a row. Also, I'm sorry, I have like literally no knowledge of this game, so of casting, so. Anyways, let's go for Ifriti, for the Norwegians, side of things. And it's another goal. It's 3-0, all scored by Ifriti actually. This is quite a beatdown from the Norwegian champion of this group stage. The Blues still have chance to. They will have to shoot 3 goals and defend against Orange's offense, which will be quite hard because Ifriti and Galahir both play very well. But they might just succeed. Of course, Ifriti doesn't let them. Ifriti just goes and scores more and more and more. This Norwegian beast. A demon, some might call him. Not by his name, but you know, there's a little of similarity. Now, blue team attempts to salvage the situation. They are not giving up. They are not giving up in the least, but Ifriti just defends every attempt at attack and centers the ball, and Galahir is not quite there, so they will not score anymore, but they don't really need to. They just need to hold on for long enough. I hope I switch to this. Anyways, Galahir is defending from Fariha's attacks. The ball finally moved to the orange's half of the field. Now the ball is centered. Manislav might actually score here, or Fariha, but Ifriti doesn't let them. Snatches the ball, goes into the blue side, blue half, lets Galahir center for him. Ifriti actually has the center after all, but Galahir defeats the defense. Doesn't quite score. It was a good shot. It actually spiked off the top of the goal. It was really close. Yes, we are hosting a tourney. We are indeed. Now Ifriti tries to move the ball away from his goal. Doesn't quite manage to do so, but Fariha almost shoots his own goal there, but saves it just in time before Ifriti touches it, before Ifriti finishes it, and Galahir scores, so it's 5-0. And this, would you call this a beatdown? It's not that far off from the definition, but I like that both teams are still in the game. Of course, this is only the first game. There's at least one more game. After this, blue team should maybe save up their strength for the second game. But nevertheless, they are trying to win. They're trying to hold on and stop and get an angle on this team, and actually managing to do so. Manislav scores, and it's 5-0, 5-1. And Doodle, we are not quite there with the tournaments yet. This is our first tournament, so we have no idea how to actually do them on Twitch properly. So till next time, I will attempt to get a handle on that stuff. But good job, Marine Slot, for scoring that goal. He finally got the angle and actually scored through Gallagher and Ifriti. Now, they're still trying to score more goals, or style points, you know. Again, Gallagher and Ifriti are pretty much about the style. They have these red cars, they have the flags, they have everything, and now they have 6th goal, which is actually 5th Ifriti score. They don't have to forfeit yet. Like Ifriti asks if they can forfeit now. Yeah, they could, because they actually scored. And it's 40 more seconds. It will be pretty hard for blue team to equal things out in here. Like, everything can happen, but they don't have to. There is another game after this one. They can still lose this and get into the bracket still. So they just have to focus on the next one. And they could have used this. They used this first one to get an angle, to learn how Ifriti works and how to stop him. Now Gallagher just striking Ifriti away from his own ball. Damn. And there won't be another goal. Maybe they will juggle it. No, they won't. Alright, so that's game 1. That's game 1, there will be one more. Ifriti showing off his floating skills. That's game 1. And yeah, it was really a close one. So this might be the last game of this. At this time there will be more games at 9 PM GMT. There will be more games at 9 PM GMT from the second group. And there will actually be more games. I don't know if I'll be able to stream them, but here we go, the game 2 of Erosion versus Capybaras. And blue team is trying to get a handle on things, trying to defend against the Norwegian, or against the USA-Norwegian pact. Actually managing to take the ball. Ifriti misses on defense, and now there's a goal by Marinslov, the first goal of this game, going to the blue team, to the Capybaras. It was a pretty nice shot, it was a pretty good offense. They managed to trick both of the opponents. Now, new kickoff, Marinslov actually getting the shot off and driving the ball to the orange side of the field. Ball returning to the middle of the field. Gallagher not quite being there, and Marinslov got a bad angle, so he had to turn around. But we will be seeing more orange offensive, and Ifriti scores after Gallagher centers the ball. Quite well done by the orange team. The defense was there, just not quite fast enough for the blue team to stop the ball from going into their goal. Another kickoff, ball already in the orange court. Now some strike is being done from behind. They are trying to keep the ball on their side while having a person on defense, and it's a wide shot from all the way back there by Ifriti. It was an amazing shot actually. It was actually not even direct. That was a corner shot. That was pretty well done. Reported. Now, ball going to the blue side of things. Will they manage to do another goal so soon? No, Marine Slot actually drives it away. And they go to the range side of things, trying to shoot the goal, nearly getting it, hitting the edge of the goal there, which was quite unfortunate for them. That could have been a goal. It was a very close one. And it's another goal by Fritti, but from driving the ball all the way there. The defense not quite managing to get a handle on the ball, not quite hitting correct angles. And I don't even have a single idea what to say now. Anyways, another kick-off. 3 minutes more in the match. It's 3-1. It's very doable by blue team to still win this one. All they need is even the score and then win the overtime, or just strike one more goal. And will it be another goal by Fritti? Marine Slot not quite enough. He actually delivered it, but the goal would be happening in a win without him there. So it was a nice attempt at defense. He ran out of turbo and everything, so he couldn't do much there. Will we see the Erosion team in the bracket, is the question. You are all probably asking this. Will we see the Norwegian and USA champions Ifriti and Galahir in the bracket against other bracket winners, against the Big Techs? We probably will. It's 5-1. There's still 2 3/4 of a minute left, but it's 5-1. The Erosion are not letting too much get past them, even get past the middle field. This is just it's not a beatdown. They are managing to do stuff, but yes, quote the Rattling, Ifriti you cry. Because this is amazingly done by the champion. Yeah, they might. If they will get to the bracket, all they have to win there is 2 matches in a row. Of course, those will be best of 5, so it will be a bit harder. Marine Slot trying to get on the offensive, not quite managing to get past Galahir. The ball being stuck in that corner for quite a while now. Ifriti didn't manage to get past both of them. Blue team actually going both into the offense, getting the ball into the corner, not managing to center the ball. And yes, they can win, but realize that the best teams will go into the bracket. They will have to be the best teams in the bracket. Of course, it's hard to imagine somebody doing better than these two, Ifriti and Galahir. Of course, they did lose against the Tic Tacs, so it is quite possible. If they win this, they'll be going against the winner of the second bracket. While Tic Tacs will go against the loser of the second bracket in the first match of the bracket. Oh, Fariha actually delivered the goal instead of driving the way. It's 7-1. Now it's starting to get ridiculous. Now we will attempt a different angle at things, one in which even I will have troubles keeping up with what's happening. The ball is in the orange card. Okay, now screw this. The autocam is worthless. Fariha is there with his Christmas decorations on top of his car. This is quite the season and stuff. And Ifriti actually managing to shoot another one. Again, so very close by Fariha. on the defense. The blue team is actually asking Ifriti to go AFK right now. Because they're already they're already just so defeated there. It's 8 to 1. Ifriti doesn't seem to be AFK. No, Ifriti doesn't comply with the requests. He actually shoots the ball forward. Lahir is there on the offense, not delivering, just quite so. Ifriti back on the offense, trying to center the ball, but Marin Slot actually snatched it away. Fariha defending. Not quite. Another goal by Ifriti. This is this is horrible. Ifriti is 8 goals. Ifriti himself delivering 8 goals in this match alone. In hindsight, we should have kept statistics of who delivered how many goals, but they are going to be... No, they are not going to be in the stream. Shit. Doesn't matter. It's alright. And here is the end of the match. Will they juggle the ball to some goal, if not the enemy? No. And it's yeah, team erosion confirmed in the bracket, as well as Tic Tacs. This was a quite close call by the Capybaras. Of course, 2-1 to erosion, 2-0 to by erosion, not 2-1. So yeah, this wasn't even close. It was 9-1. It was a beatdown. They're actually ready for another match. Alright, this is it from me for now. There will be more matches later on. I don't know if I'll be casting them. I might be streaming them, at least for the viewer like enjoyment. Good job, Team Erosion, in this one. That was quite well done. See you later, folks.
solar eclipses.